We're dreaming of reaching our first 1,000 subscribers. Subscribe and be the first to discover new stories every day. I dragged myself home from the shop, boots caked in grime, hands black with engine grease. 10 hours of wrenching on cars, dealing with know-it-all customers, and my back screaming. It's Friday, and all I want is to crash with Sarah, maybe make her smile for once. I stopped by the bakery on the way, grabbed her favorite strawberry-filled cupcake. Thought it'd be a small win after a brutal week. I set it on the kitchen counter, kick off my shoes, and start the kettle. The living room's dark except for the TV flickering some dumb sitcom. I toss a blanket on the couch, picturing us just chilling, no distractions. Sarah, I call, keeping it light. Wanna hang tonight? No phones, just us. Got your cupcake. She's sprawled on the couch, scrolling her phone, not even glancing up. I'm not in the mood for cuddling, she says, voice flat as a robot's. It doesn't do anything for me. I'm not some puppy you pet. I stop dead, hand on the kettle. The words sting, but it's her tone that cuts, like I'm a stranger begging for her time. I lean against the counter, staring at her back. So, I say, voice steady but sharp, I'm out here trying to make a moment, and you're saying I'm wasting my time? She doesn't turn, just shrugs. I didn't ask for it. I laugh, short and bitter. Got it. Guess I'm married to someone who thinks sitting together is a chore. I grab the cupcake, chuck it in the sink. Pink frosting smears across the steel. The blanket goes back in the closet, folded tight. She doesn't move, doesn't flinch. Like she just scored a point in a game I didn't sign up for. Inside, I'm not hurt, I'm pissed. Not the yelling kind, but the kind where everything clicks into focus. If being with me is nothing to her, I'm not gonna beg for a seat at her table. I'm done offering warmth to someone who'd rather freeze. That night, I can't sleep. Sarah's on her side of the bed, facing away, her phone glowing under the covers. I roll over, not touching, just testing the waters. You awake? I ask, voice low. She sighs, loud, like I'm interrupting something important. What, Jake? She says, irritation dripping. I'm trying to sleep. I prop myself up on one elbow, looking at her silhouette. Just thought we could talk. You know, like we used to. She pulls the blanket tighter. I don't need your hands on me to feel okay, she snaps, voice cold. Can you just not? I stare at the ceiling, letting the silence stretch. Then I say, calm but pointed, don't worry, Sarah. I'm not offering anymore. Sleep tight. Alone. I roll over, back to her, and shut my eyes. No argument, no pleading. Just a line drawn. In my head, it's simple. She wants distance? She's got it. I'm not chasing someone who thinks my effort's a burden. Let her sit in her own cold. Saturday morning, I'm up early, tinkering with my Mustang in the garage. Keeps my hands busy, my head clear. By noon, I head inside, still smelling of motor oil. Sarah's in the kitchen, unpacking a paper bag from some burger joint. One burger, one soda. She's sitting at the table, unwrapping it like it's a solo mission, not even glancing my way. She takes a bite, slow, deliberate, right in front of me, like she's making a point. I lean against the doorway, wiping my hands on a rag. Hey, I say, voice casual but with an edge. Didn't know we were doing separate meals today. She chews, eyes glued to her food. I wasn't that hungry, she says, voice flat, like it explains everything. I raise an eyebrow, step closer. Right? So you got enough for one, but not for the guy who's been busting his ass all week. My tone's calm, but it's got teeth. She finally looks up, but it's that blank stare, like I'm a coworker she barely tolerates. You could have grabbed something, she says a little sharper now. I'm not your mom. I nod, slow, letting her words hang. Got it. I say, voice low and cold. Guess we're feeding ourselves now. Like adults. I walk over to the light switch, flick it off. The kitchen goes dark, just the faint glow from the window. Enjoy your lunch, I say, turning away. I head to the living room, leaving her sitting in the shadows. If she wants to act like I'm not here, she can eat alone in the dark. In my head, it's clear, she's not just forgetting me, she's throwing it in my face. Fine, I'll throw it back. Sunday morning, I'm in the laundry room, sorting my clothes. Just mine, shirts, jeans, socks, all in neat piles. Sarah's stuff is still in the hamper, untouched. I'm not her mate. I'm tossing my load in the washer when she walks in, arms crossed, eyeing the pile. You're only doing your stuff? She asks, voice sharp with accusation. I don't look up, just keep sorting. Yup, I say, calm but firm. Figured we're handling our own shit now. She scoffs, loud, like I'm being ridiculous. Are you seriously being childish now? I stop, turn to face her, leaning against the washer. Nope, I say, voice steady and cold. I'm being practical. You're not my responsibility, Sarah. You made that clear. I hit start on the machine, the hum filling the silence. You need something washed, the hamper's right there. Her face tightens, like she's waiting for me to back down. I don't. She grabs her clothes, muttering under her breath, and storms out. I don't follow. In my head, it's simple. She wants to play independent? Let's see how she likes doing her own laundry. Monday evening, I'm grilling some chicken in the kitchen, just for me. Sarah's at the table, picking at a salad, her phone propped up with some video playing low. She looks up, sets her fork down, and says, voice casual but with a bite, Lisa's husband just surprised her with a weekend trip to the coast. You used to do stuff like that. I flip the chicken, don't even glance her way. Lisa probably doesn't treat him like a kitchen appliance. I say, voice calm but sharp. That helps. She bristles, sitting up straighter. What's that supposed to mean? She asks, voice rising with irritation. I turn, lean against the counter, meeting her eyes. It means effort goes both ways, Sarah. You want surprises? Try acting like you give a damn first. I pause, let it sink in. I'm not your errand boy, and I'm done performing for someone who doesn't show up. She stares, mouth tight, like she's trying to find a comeback. You're blowing this out of proportion, she says finally, voice sharp but shaky. I shake my head, turn back to the grill. Nah, I'm just seeing it for what it is. You want a guy like Lisa's? Go find one. I'm not auditioning. I plate my food, grab a soda, and head to the living room. She stays at the table, silent, her salad untouched. In my head, it's clear, she's trying to guilt me with comparisons, but I'm not biting. If she wants to play games, she's playing alone. Tuesday's Sarah's birthday. Normally, I'd go all out, plan a dinner, hide little notes around the house, maybe set up a scavenger hunt to make her laugh. This year, I'm done playing the fool. I grab a generic card from the gas station and a box of chocolates. Cheap ones, the kind you get at the checkout. I set them on the kitchen table and wait, sipping coffee. Sarah walks in, sees the setup, and her face tightens. This is it, she asks, voice sharp with disbelief. I lean back in my chair, meeting her eyes. You said being with me doesn't give you anything. I say, each word slow and deliberate. So I figured, why waste the effort? Her friend Lisa's there, clutching a bottle of sparkling water, mouth half open like I just spat in her coffee. Jake, seriously? She says, voice all high-pitched judgment. It's her birthday. I turn to Lisa, smile cold. Yeah, seriously. If my effort's just noise to her, I'm not burning energy on it. I look back at Sarah. You want more? Maybe try meeting me halfway. Sarah's eyes narrow. You're being petty, she snaps, voice loud with irritation. I laugh, loud enough to make Lisa flinch. Petty? Nah, I'm just listening to you. You said it yourself. No point in me trying, right? I stand, grab my keys. Enjoy the chocolates. Sarah storms to the bedroom, door slamming so hard the walls rattle. Lisa stares at me, gripping her bottle. You're kind of an asshole, she says, but it's weak, like she's not convinced. Better than being a doormat. I shoot back, heading to the garage. Later, me and Lisa eat those chocolates in silence. Sarah doesn't come out. In my head, it's not about winning. It's about stopping the game. She wants to act like I'm invisible? I'll show her what that really feels like. Wednesday, we're at a barbecue at our neighbor Tom's place. He's a retired firefighter, good guy, always hosting these block parties with burgers and lemonade. Sarah's there, holding court with her usual crew, Lisa and another friend, Karen, who's always got an opinion. I'm by the grill with Tom, flipping burgers, keeping it light, but I can feel Sarah's eyes on me from across the yard. Lisa walks over, all fake concern. Jake, you guys okay? Sarah's saying you've been distant. I laugh, loud enough for heads to turn. Distant, I say, keeping my tone easy but pointed. Lisa, she told me straight up, she doesn't need me around. I'm just giving her what she wants. Tom raises an eyebrow, stays quiet. Lisa flushes, stammers. That's not what she meant. Then she should say what she means. I cut in, voice calm but slicing. I'm not a mind reader. If she wants something different, she can use her words. Like an adult. Karen chimes in, leaning in with a smirk. Well, if you're not happy, why don't you do something romantic for her? You know, step up. I turn to Karen, smile cold. Romantic? Like what, Karen? Another cupcake she doesn't want? Or maybe a weekend getaway she'll spend on her phone? I shake my head, flip a burger. I'm done throwing pearls at someone who'd rather have dirt. Sarah's across the yard, talking louder now, her voice carrying. He's doing it on purpose to punish me, she says, loud enough for half the party to hear. She's looking at her friends, expecting them to nod along. Tom snorts, keeping his voice low so only I hear. Punish? Maybe he's just tired of being the only one trying. I glance at him, nod. Exactly. Across the yard, Karen's face shifts. She's not jumping to Sarah's defense like usual. Lisa mutters something to Sarah, who snaps back. What? You're on his side now. The group goes quiet, and I can see Sarah's grip on her narrative slipping. Sarah storms over, face tight. Jake, she says, voice low but sharp, like she's trying to keep it together in front of everyone. Can we not do this here? I meet her eyes, calm as ever. Do what, Sarah? I'm just answering questions. You got something to say, say it. I'm right here. She hesitates, glances at her friends, then back at me. You're embarrassing me, she says, voice quieter now, almost pleading. I shrug, voice cold. You embarrassed yourself when you decided I'm not worth your time. I'm just following your lead. I turn back to the grill, dismissing her. Enjoy the party. She stands there for a second, then walks away, her friends trailing. Tom slaps my shoulder. Thought you two were solid, he says, voice low. What the hell happened? I flip another burger, keep my tone even. She decided I'm not enough. So I decided she's right. And now she's learning what that means. The seduction play. Thursday evening. I'm on the couch, flipping through channels, a soda in hand. Sarah comes in, quieter than usual, and sits closer than she has in weeks. She's got a blanket, drapes it over her legs, letting it brush against mine. It's deliberate, a move. She looks at me, voice soft, almost playful. We used to sit like this all the time. I don't move, keep my eyes on the TV. Yeah, I say, voice flat. Before you decided it meant nothing. Now it means nothing to me too. She shifts, leaning closer, her hand brushing my arm. Come on, Jake, she says, voice low, trying for flirty. Don't you miss this? Us. I set the soda down, turn to face her, calm but cold. Miss what, Sarah? You ignoring me while I do all the work? Or you acting like my touch is a chore? I stand, stepping away from the blanket. You don't get to flip the switch when you're lonely. Respect doesn't work like that. Her face tightens, but she tries to keep it light. I'm just trying to be close, she says, voice cracking a little. I shake my head, grab my jacket. Close starts with giving a damn. You're a little late for that. I head to the garage, leaving her on the couch, blanket slipping to the floor. In my head, it's clear, she's not offering love. She's offering a bandage. I'm not bleeding. Friday at the shop, I'm under a truck, tightening bolts, when my coworker Ray swings by. He's an older guy, been at the shop longer than me, always got a joke ready. He leans against the toolbox, grinning. You're looking lighter these days, Jake. Sarah finally leave you alone. I slide out, wipe my hands, and stand. She said I don't give her anything. I say, voice calm but sharp. So now she's got nothing. Ray laughs, loud and rough. Damn, man. That's cold. But I get it. You can't keep pouring into a bucket with a hole in it. I nod, grabbing a wrench. Exactly. I'm done being the one who plugs the leaks. Ray shakes his head, still chuckling. You're a hard ass, Jake. But I respect it. Some women don't know what they got till it's gone. I shrug, get back to work. She's learning. In my head, it's not about being a hard ass. It's about knowing my worth. Ray sees it. The rest of the shop's starting to notice too. Thursday night, a week later, I'm in the kitchen, washing dishes from my own dinner. Sarah's been quiet all day, moving around the house like a ghost. She comes in, leans against the counter, arms crossed. You're making this a lot harder than it needs to be, she says, voice soft but with an edge, like she's trying to guilt me into softening. I dry my hands, turn to face her, calm but firm. Hard is what you created, Sarah, I say, voice steady. I'm just showing you the cost. She frowns, stepping closer. I said I was sorry, Jake. What more do you want? I lean back, meeting her eyes. Sorry doesn't undo you acting like I'm invisible. It doesn't fix you treating my effort like a chore. You want me to stay? Give me a reason that's not just you being scared of the quiet. Her face tightens, and she raises her voice, frustration breaking through. You're punishing me for one comment. I laugh, short and cold. One comment? Sarah, it's every day. It's the burger you didn't share. It's the bed you turn away from. It's you telling me I'm nothing to you. That's not a comment. That's a choice. I pause, let it sink in. And I'm choosing to stop carrying you. She stares, eyes wet, but I don't flinch. We can fix this, she says, voice breaking. I shake my head, turn back to the sink. You fix what you value. I'm done waiting for you to figure that out. I walk out, leaving her standing there, the silence heavier than any words. In my head, it's clear, she's not fighting for us. She's fighting for her comfort. I'm not here to make her comfortable anymore. Friday morning, I'm up early, moving with purpose. I'm not just packing Sarah's stuff. I'm dismantling her free ride. Her makeup, her papers, her chargers, her earrings scattered everywhere. They go in a box, neat and tidy. I log into our shared accounts, cancel her access to Netflix, Spotify, the grocery delivery app, even the Wi-Fi password. I don't touch her money or her phone. That's hers. But anything tied to me? Done. I call her sister, Rachel, who's got a spare room. Sarah can crash there while she finds what gives her something. When Sarah walks into the kitchen, I'm at the door, box in one hand, keys in the other. She stops, eyes wide. What's this? She asks, voice shaky for the first time. I look at her, calm as steel. I made arrangements. I say, voice steady and cold. You've got a place with Rachel for a couple weeks. Your stuff's here, makeup, papers, all of it. You said I don't give you anything, so I'm stepping out. Go find what does. She stares, mouth opening, closing. Jake, I didn't mean, she starts, voice cracking. You meant it enough to say it. I cut in, voice like a blade. And you meant it every time you acted like I'm not here. You don't get to play both sides, Sarah. You wanted space? You got it. I set the box down, step to the door. Rachel's expecting you. Good luck. She grabs my arm, desperate now. Jake, wait. We can talk about this. I pull my arm free, look her dead in the eyes. Talk's over. You made your call. I made mine. I walk out, door clicking shut behind me. No slam, no drama. Just done. I drive to a motel, check in, crack a soda. My phone stays quiet. I don't check it. I don't need to. 3 weeks later, I'm in a new apartment, small, clean mine. I've got my tools, my Mustang, my routine. Work's steady, and Mike's been dragging me to poker nights with the guys. I'm not chasing anything. No calls, no texts, no apologies. I'm not waiting for her to figure out what she threw away. I'm at the hardware store one Saturday, grabbing paint for the apartment, when Sarah shows up. She's in jeans, hair pulled back, no makeup. She smiles, tentative, like she's testing the waters. Hey, Jake, she says, voice light, like we're old friends. Fancy meeting you here. I set down the paint can, look at her, neutral. Sarah, I say, nodding. What's up? She shifts, still smiling, but it's forced. Just wanted to see how you're doing, she says, then adds, softer. Remember when we used to cook together? I miss that. I lean against the shelf, calm, almost polite. I remember cleaning up while you scrolled your phone. I say, voice even. Good times. Her smile fades, and she looks down, fidgeting with her keys. I messed up, Jake, she says, voice softer now, almost pleading. I didn't realize how much you were doing. I'm sorry. I nod, slow, letting her words sit. Appreciated, I say, voice flat. But you don't get to pull the pin and cry about the explosion. You miss the comfort, Sarah. Not me. Her face crumples, eyes wet. Can't we try again? She asks, voice breaking. I pick up the paint can, turn to the cashier. Nah. I say over my shoulder, calm and final. I'm done offering what you don't value. Take care, Sarah. I walk out, head clear, steps light. Through the glass, I see her standing there, frozen, alone. 6 months later, I'm better than good. The apartment's mine now, small, but sharp, with a new grill on the balcony and a coffee maker I use every morning. I wake up when I want, no tiptoeing around someone else's mood. The Mustang's almost road ready, gleaming in the garage, and I've got a new routine: coffee, work, maybe a beer with Mike and Tom on weekends. The neighbors down the hall, A young couple named Chris and Maria keep inviting me over for game nights. Cards, pizza, lemonade, no pressure. I go sometimes, laugh, feel lighter than I have in years. Last week, Chris asked, casual, over a slice of pepperoni. So, Jake, why no wife around? You seem like the settling type. I lean back, grin, and take a sip of my soda. Turns out, freedom doesn't ask for proof. I say, voice calm but firm. He nods, like he gets it, and we move on to the next round of cards. I don't check Sarah's socials, don't ask around. I don't need to know. I'm not angry, not sad, just free. And when you know your worth,